If you were to ask me what when the last time I played this ship was, I honestly couldn't even tell you. It has been a fucking hot minute since I've last played this particular ship, but we are playing it again today, in a tier 7 ranked battle with no cruisers, which is always fun. Huron, Sims, and Leningrad are the only destroyers to deal with. There's no radar because we're playing tier 7, and no one gets radar outside of a few premiums. Uh, Honestly, this isn't that bad. We do outspot the Sims and the Leningrad, albeit barely. And the Huron also only has a couple of 100 meters on us. So, not too bad, all things considered. We do have an FR-25, which is not ideal. Bliss is fine. They have a Sims, which is definitely not ideal, because if you're taking a Sims to ranked, then you're not even playing to win to start with, you're just playing to save a star. So they're honestly probably down a ship already, just based on that. Leningrad, I'm not too worried about. The Huron, honestly, I'm not immediately familiar with the Huron. I know it has a heal. I think it's actually based on this hull, the Jervis, but the difference is it has a heal instead of a smoke. I think that's the immediate difference that I remember. There might be other slight differences, like parameter-wise, but that's immediately what comes to mind. I believe it's based on this hull, and it has the heal, but not the smoke, which is fine. Having a heal is very strong, but having a smoke is also incredibly strong. There's Leningrad. If he shoots at me, I can just pop my smoke and be gone. And because he shot, he is going to remain spotted. Though it looks like he is going to make a mad dash for that rock. In your typical destroyer player. Actually, he's not. This guy is like actually sending it. Holy shit. There's the torpedoes that everyone saw coming. And here is going to be a dead Leningrad. Unless he gets behind the island, which he might. Nope, he's gonna beach. There's the Huron as well. Try and blind shoot this man. With that Huron breaking his own line of sight, we do manage to go dark here, and we blind shoot the Leningrad out of his smoke. Huron is about to be forced off, so that's fine. He's probably going to make a mad dash for the same island that this Leningrad just died at. So I'm actually going to put a few torpedoes out. Even though a large part of them are going to be blocked off by the wreck of that Leningrad, if these torpedoes do manage to hit, it's going to deny... Well, I mean, if they hit, he's obviously going to die. But the goal is more to try and just cut off that safe spot from him. That's the main goal of the torpedoes. And the wreck of that Leningrad's not ideal, because that just blocked a vast majority of them. But that's fine. They don't end up hitting anything, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. We're just going to get a couple of cheeky resets real quick. Break this line of sight. And that Huron's just going to accelerate behind the island. You managed to get A, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to try and get our farm on this Gneisenau. There's torpedoes from the Huron. But we're fine. That's the Bliska's smoke. There we go. We got a fire. Now, is he going to insta-DCP it? That is going to be the question. He is immediately not DCPing it, which is fine. And let's see if we can get him on another fire here. We have another smoke in 20 seconds, and I'm okay with being spotted by the Gneisenau, because all of his guns are facing the wrong way. Huron's pretty far away, so his fire's not going to be particularly effective. And the Poltava shots are cut off by the island there. Just gonna smoke up. Go dark. Now, I think that fire burned out naturally. That's not, that wasn't a DCP. We are gonna have to play for, well, not really, because our team over on C managed to pick up their home cap. So they're basically stuck where they are. Poltava's just gonna turn out. And the Gneisenau we don't have any good shots on. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. Is what it is. That Huron looks like he's gonna be fucking off to deal with his home cap problem. And it doesn't look like either of these guys are particularly keen on trying to push in. They're going to be content to just kite away. I'm just going to put some torps out just because we never know. And I did not see what health that Sims is on, but we're going to go try and cut off that path because he's definitely going to be heading for B. So we're just going to try and cut that off. Sims is actually going to take a pretty big hit from the Gneisenau there. Or not the Gneisenau, the Sinop. And there goes the Gneisenau. And this Poltava is literally just going to use the wreck of the fucking Gneisenau as a shield, which is a little annoying, but oh well. He's basically dead anyway. And there's the Sims. And he does not have his smoke anymore. He's pinched up against an island. He has a Sinop up his ass. And we cannot aim. Jesus Christ. Let's throw up our Hydro just in case. And that did not kill him, which is really annoying. That did kill him, though. And now it's just going to be this Colorado that's left. And it's not really an amazing game to really show, because, I mean, yeah. And so we're probably going to be playing another one here. Honestly, this ship does feel pretty comfortable. The ballistics take a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, if you can stomach the reload on it, which is 4.8 seconds, and that, by the way, is with basic firing training. If you can stomach that reload, you are pretty solid. Because you have all of the same advantages that the Daring enjoys, just on a bit of a smaller, on a tier 7 scale, basically. You get the same British smokes, you get the same British hydro, you get the same British acceleration. The only thing you have to get used to is the shell arcs being a little dog, and the reload being nowhere near Daring levels of DPM. But then again, this is tier 7 that we're talking about here, so if something has like daring levels of DPM, that would be pretty absurd. I think the closest thing that comes to mind that has that kind of DPM is Mahan. But Mahan is, I think, like one of the higher DPMs. I think it's like 150 something thousand at tier 7, which is pretty good. But it's nowhere near daring levels, of course, which is 216 or 218, I think. That game was kind of ass, but we're gonna get another one, because that game lasted 10 fucking minutes. Yeah, it's a bit short to be its own video. So we're gonna get another one on the exact same map. Let's see, another all battleship almost game. We do have a Shiratsuyu, a Vaquilin, and a Hatsuharu. And if these two destroyers have full conceal, that would be really annoying to deal with, because they will have about 600 meters of detection on us, which if that Vaquilin is nearby, could be pretty problematic. So what we're probably going to do is, I really want to head to A here, so I'm honestly, I'm just gonna let our Bliss go for C. He's faster than me anyway, so he's gonna be able to get there in about the same amount of time I would, especially if he pops his speed boost, because he's not going to C. Okay, that is actually unfortunate. We do have a fucking Colorado going for C as well, but that's not ideal. But I guess we're just gonna have to play really, really hard for A. It looks like the Bliss might actually be going for C, which is fine. I really don't want to go to C because, first of all, I'm slow, so it will take me a pretty substantial amount of time to go from where I spawn to even get to C, and then it'll take me even longer to get into any position where I would be immediately useful to our team, be that going towards B or rotating back over to A. So it would be much more beneficial for me and my team for me to be able to apply my strength to A instead of sailing to fucking C and then all the way back with my 37 knot platform, whereas the Bliss can do like 40 plus knots. Shiratsuyu and Hatsuharu are the two main things. The Vaquilin, if he can get his reload booster off, can also be nasty. They do end up going to their home cap, but that's to be expected. We have not spotted an enemy destroyer yet, which is interesting. We are hard spotted though. It's the Shiratsuyu, not the Hatsuharu. Now here's the question, does this break line of sight? No, it's not. I don't think that... Well, it could have. If he turned back up north, that could have broken line of sight, but... I don't know. There could still be another destroyer out here. I did not pop my Hydro there because we weren't in any kind of torpedo lane. That Fubuki smoked up behind us, so that's where I was expecting those torpedoes to be, and sure enough, that's where those torpedoes are. This Scharnhorst, honestly, we might be able to get a spicy salvo in on this guy. Although he is turning out really hard, so he's actually not going to be interested in pushing in at all. which is going to make a torpedo shot on him a lot harder. Yeah, he's hard turning out, so we're not going to worry about him. What we are going to do is we're going to throw up our Hydro to try and protect our Scharnhorst 43, who is currently sending it. For some reason. That Scharnhorst, I really would love to put some torpedoes into one of these guys, but all of them are kiting away, except for the Yukon, who's like way the hell over there. So, that's unfortunate. And there's Shiratsuyu torpedoes. Don't int into that. Okay, never mind, we're good. Okay. Vakwalin and the Hatsuharu are having Bliss, Colorado, and Scharnhorst 43 problems. And I'm having Shiratsuyu problems. And that Shiratsuyu is in fact a full conceal. As he should be. We do at least know that his torpedo reload is down for right now, or his torpedoes are on reload, rather. There's Yukon shots from over there. We might have a Hatsuharu rotating this direction as well, which could be exciting. And that Gneisenau instantly DCP'd the one fire. In your typical Gneisenau player fashion. This guy's not going to be in range. He's actually just going to fucking sit there in reverse. So I'm gonna try and keep this island in between me and the Yukon. So the Yukon's not gonna be able to shoot at me. We're gonna try and get another fire going on this Gneisenau. That Shiratsuyu is going to pick a long-range gunfight. Which is very interesting. Yeah, Yukon. Probably pushing off to this side right here. No, he's actually gonna turn in through the middle. That actually could be a problem. Looks like he's probably gonna try and ram his head onto this rock right here. I don't think he's gonna have the turning circle to get around it unless he slows down. Actually, he might. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good. Get a little bit of cheeky damage on him before he rounds that island. Launch the rest of those. And this guy's not gonna turn in. Actually, he is gonna turn in. I still don't think, like, he would have to turn in super aggressively to push into those torpedoes, though. And he would have to push aggressively, but not aggressively enough to ram his head into the island there. Right now, we're just going to get into a position to try and farm this guy a little bit. These turret angles are pretty ass, not gonna lie. Took a bit of a hit there, which is suboptimal. But if this Yukon wants to charge us down, he's gonna have to do it showing flat broadside to a Colorado, which is probably not gonna end very well for him. Well, honestly, is this guy? No, he's not gonna beach. I would be surprised if this guy pushes around. He might. No, he's gonna push up north. Alright, so this Yukon is gonna have to die, though. So we're gonna try and guarantee that he goes down. Though we are going to probably end up taking a bit of a hit from him, though. No, never mind. He's shot, which is fine by me, because it means he's not going to be shooting at us. So we're just going to try and get our farm on, get him burning. There goes the bliss from somewhere. I honestly don't even know where he died at. He dots to the Hatsuharu, or at Nizanao is low. But we're gonna have to get a finish on him. Nizanao does go down to the Fubuki. Although the Fubukis might die to this Yukon. No, he gets away with it. And this Yukon is gonna die to the Colorado. Okay, that's perfect. It's only the Shiratsuyu left for there's the Shiratsuyu and the Hatsuharu for destroyers left, and then the Scharnhorst. What the fuck am I saying? It's only the Shiratsuyu left. The Shiratsuyu is the only destroyer left to threaten A, though. Unless the Hatsuharu wants to rotate all the way around here. And between this Colorado and the Scharnhorst 43, they should be able to deal with that Scharnhorst. So I'm not worried about him. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to play to... Honestly, we don't even need to defend A. Because we're on such a points lead. But we are going to try and defend A. Because there's frankly, no reason not to. The Scharnhorst attention is occupied over there with the Scharnhorst and the Colorado. And his shots on us are being blocked by the island. So... And his smoke, it looks to be down as well. And then with the death of the Shiratsuyu, that is going to be game. As long as we don't int into Torps, that is. Which it doesn't look like we're going to, because the game is going to end. Okay. That's a little bit better. It lasted, I think, 12 minutes instead of 10. Which is, to be fair, not that much better. But, whatever. That is enough ranked for today. 22 minutes for 2 games is the standard of ranked that we're at. And 1,300 top earners. So, yeah, this is just World of Warships for you. So, that is going to be enough for today. So, I will see you tomorrow. Or, not really tomorrow, because tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday, rather.